Hello children. Now I'll tell you what are the main difficulties or problems what we face when we are constructing an index number. Previously I told you the methods of making the index number or how to apply the formula. Now when we apply the formula or when we plan to make the index number, then certain problems we are facing or we face in general. What are these problems? Let us see. First is purpose of index number. That means first difficulty what we face is that when we are making the index number, then first most important thing is that you have to know what is the purpose of index number, right? That means for what purpose you are making the index number. For example, you are making the index number for knowing the demand of consumers, or you want to know the production by the producers, or you want to know the cost of living of people in the economy, or you want to know about the export or import. So whatever is the purpose, accordingly you have to select the type of index number. So in this way, this is not exactly a problem, but we are supposed to decide before making the index number that what is our purpose of making the index number. Now for example, consumer price index if we are making, then we measure the impact of change in the value of money on consumers. That means when we want to know the impact of change in the value of money on consumers, then for that we have to make consumer price index, not wholesale price index but consumer price index, because we are concerned about the consumers and we want to know that when the prices have increased, or in other words when the value of money has decreased, what is the impact of this on the consumers? What is the reaction of consumers, or what is the impact of consumers' demand, right? So in this way, if we want to know the impact of change in the value of money on consumers, then we have to select consumer price index. Similarly, to measure the impact of change in the purchasing power of money on producers. Purchasing power of money is the same thing as value of money. So if we want to know the impact of change in value of money or change in prices, or you can say change in purchasing power of money, then if we want to know this, the impact on producers, then we have to make the wholesale price index, because producers are concerned with wholesale prices, right? So this way, first difficulty is that we have to select that what type of index number we are planning to make, or we have to select that which formula we have to apply or which method we have to apply to follow a certain type of index number. So this is one difficulty. Second is selection of base year. I told you that current year prices are compared with the base year prices. So another problem is selection of base year. Which year we should take as a base year, right? Earlier it was 2004 and 2005. This is financial year 2004 and 2005, right? Now this has changed to 2011 and 2012. Why it has changed? Because there is a vast difference, about 10 to 12 years difference. So for the convenience sake or for easy comparison, the base year is changed to 2011 and 12, right? So in this way we have to decide that which base year to consider. And you know the condition for selecting a base year, that should be a normal year and it should not be very far from the current year, so that it gives a clear picture. So in this way, another problem or difficulty in construction of index number is selection of base year. We have to be very particular in selecting the base year, right? We have to take extra precaution in selecting a base year. Then selection of goods and services. You know that there are thousands of goods produced in the economy, and individually consumers are using hundreds of goods. Variety of goods are being used by the consumers and variety of goods are being produced by the producers. If we are making the consumer price index, then we have to select commodities which are used by the consumers or which are purchased by the consumers. And in that case also, you know that there are different categories of people: poor people, middle class people and rich class people. Now each category has different demand for goods and they consume different type of goods. So what type of index you need? Accordingly, you have to select the goods and services. Whether you want to know the impact of price rise on poor people or on rich people, accordingly you have to select the goods and services, right? For example, if you are calculating the impact or measuring the impact of inflation or price rise on poor people, then you should not select the commodities which are used by rich people like cars or bungalows or you can say luxury items. So in this way, we have to select the goods and services according to our purpose of inquiry, right? And we should select those commodities which are demanded by majority of people. That means the commodities which are consumed or demanded by most of the population. So this way, selection of goods and services is another problem widely used by most of the people. Such goods only we should consider based on the purpose of our inquiry. Fourth is selection of prices of goods and services. When we have selected the base year, we have selected the goods and services, now we have to select the prices of these goods and services, right? We have to find out what are the prices of the goods and services what you have selected. Now prices are measured in two ways: retail prices and wholesale prices. You must be knowing the meaning of this. Retail prices are the prices which are, you can say, which are charged for the commodities which are sold in small numbers or small amount, and wholesale prices are the prices for bulk of commodities, right? When we are selling the commodities or the sellers are selling the commodities in bulk, then they charge wholesale prices, and otherwise in small units when we are selling, then we charge retail prices, and normally retail prices are higher than the wholesale prices. Okay, so when we are selecting the prices of goods and services, we have to see whether to take the retail prices or wholesale prices. From the consumer's angle, it is better to take the retail prices, and from the producer's angle, it is better to take the wholesale prices. But it all depends upon the purpose of our inquiry. Similarly, control prices or market price. What do we mean by this? Control prices. Control prices are the prices which are controlled by what? Controlled by whom? That is controlled by government. These are administered prices. That means government normally in certain cases controls the prices of certain goods in order to protect the producers, and sometimes they control the prices in order to protect the consumers also. So in this way, when we are making the index number, on the basis of our purpose of inquiry, we should see that whether to take the control price or market price. Market price is the price which is governed freely on the basis of demand and supply in the market, right? So our problem is that on the basis of purpose inquiry, whether to take the retail price or wholesale price or control price or market price, and this all depends on the purpose of our inquiry. What type of index number you are making, what type of information you want to gather, accordingly you will select the prices. Okay, now fifth problem, choice of an average. Another problem, step by step we are moving. First we have selected the, we have taken the purpose of inquiry, then base year, then type of goods and services, then prices of goods and services. Now after doing all this, after selecting all this, next is when we are doing the calculation, we have to see that which type of average we are going to use, right? As it says that there are three kind of averages: arithmetic mean, median and geometric mean. Now you have to see that which average you are going to apply, right? In practice we say that geometric mean is the best, but for you especially it is out of your syllabus and geometric mean is little difficult to calculate. So in this way normally we select the arithmetic mean for calculating index number, right? So choice of average is that if you can select geometric mean, but in general we take arithmetic mean. So this is the choice of average here. Then next is selection of appropriate weight. As I told you that weights are given to the commodities, especially in the weighted index number. Now the problem is that how to assign the weight, how to give weight to a certain commodity. For example, for one person a commodity may be having more weight, for another person same commodity will have less weight. So it depends. But when we are assigning the weight, we are taking the general importance given by all the consumers. We are assuming that in general consumers give more weightage to this commodity or less weightage to another commodity. So this way weights we are assigning, presuming that this is the normal demand by the consumers. But in practice it is not true, right? So though we have to assign the weight, and in this process we will assign the weight according to the general market conditions, observing the general demand of the consumers, right? But we have to be very particular in giving the weight so that there is appropriate measurement, right? So this is another problem. Then selection of appropriate formula. As I told you, there are two ways or two types of index number: simple index number and weighted index number. So when we are calculating the index number, then, or when we are measuring the index number, then we have to be very clear that which formula should be used according to the purpose of inquiry, right? So in this way, these are the basic problems or difficulties, right? These are basic difficulties what we face while measuring the index number. But if you give little attention to all the possibilities, or you can say if you are particular or you know well that what is your purpose of inquiry, if your purpose of inquiry is clear in your mind, then this will not create any problem. Okay. Now after this